Hello and welcome to Bitsbox World, Builds Made Easy. Hi. So I've been building up some models, and does it annoy anyone else? But once you get to the end of a sprue, you sometimes end up with a whole load of extra pieces. They just sit in your bits box. There's not quite enough there to build another model. You could go on eBay and buy just the singular pieces to make another model, but that's really expensive. So I've checked out this stuff, blue stuff, from Green Stuff World. That's a lot of stuff. Never used it before, so this is a how-to guide. It comes through in these bars. They're very flexible but quite solid. And the way that you soften them, just boil a kettle, get that nice and hot, fill up a glass, and then dunk your blue stuff in the glass. Make a brew at the same time, obviously. Then stick your blue stuff in the boiled water for 3 minutes to soften. They are quite buoyant, so they end up floating at the top. So I've just used a paintbrush here, just the end of that, just to push them under, tip them under, just so the whole of it gets submerged for the full 3 minutes, and you can hold them under that water. And then you end up with this glob of blue stuff. Be careful taking it out of the water, don't burn any fingers, but this becomes very pliable and more like Play-Doh, so you can squidge it about. It does harden quite quickly, so you want to get it into a mold shape pretty quickly. And the way that I did that was just flatten it up, and I separated it because I wanted to make 2 molds for both sides of the pieces that I'm molding. And you make a nice flat base, and then you can start pushing in the pieces that you want to mold. And I'm going to be using these leftover pieces that I've got here from a kit. A bit of hair, just because that's got some nice texture, and we can see how that comes out. I'm also going to use a leg and also a backpack as well, and we'll see what we can do. So blue stuff is thermoplastic moulding material, so it's safe to stick your hands on it. Don't need to wear gloves for this. And if you're nice and quick after you've got it out of the water, it takes on those moulds really well. And as I wanted to mould both sides of the models, I made these block moulds for the top. That allowed me to have a nice easy part that I could just take off, so I could mould both sides. If you do put the mould across the entirety of the bottom mould, it is quite hard to pull apart. That's what I've learned. But it really does take on the texture of those bits and pieces. Looking alright. Now I'm going to try 2 different types of things to make these moulds. The first one here is the trusted old Green Stuff. So this, you can get this as milliput, you can get this as Green Stuff. You just mix the 2 colours together and it makes a chemical reaction, turns it green, becomes pliable like chewing gum texture, I guess. And then you can use that for moulding. Lots of you would have used this to fill gaps on models. And this is just taking it as a bigger block and using that to push it in to your mould. It is a little bit sticky, so it does stick to your fingers, but I found a really good trick. If you use the plastic that the Green Stuff comes in, just to push it down, then you can make sure that that mould is fully in there, nice and fitting well. Green Stuff takes a little bit of time to cure, so make sure that you do leave it overnight at the very least, but anything up to 48 hours. And it does take on the shape of the mould, looking alright. My second thing that I wanted to try was this interesting stuff that you can make yourself. You can check out my videos for this. This is called Sprue Goo. And this is just recycling your sprues and making it into this nice gooey material. Now this is a bit more of a chemical reaction, so make sure that you are wearing gloves for this and you're in a well ventilated area. as well as maybe wearing a mask as well. It comes out quite sticky to start off with, but as it starts to form a skin, you can see that you can then hold it more so, and it's very pliable. This one you can just push it in. You could use a metal modeling tool or a spoon, that also helps, but I found just using my fingers was a bit more of an accurate mold. You can take off any excess that you create as well, and as you can see, as I'm pushing this around, you'll see little bubbles pushing their way through, and it's good to get rid of all those air bubbles as best you can. This does have a chemical reaction, so it will swell over time, so getting as much air out of it as you can is a good idea. Sprue Goo light green stuff does take a little bit of time to cure, and you're going to need about 48 hours for this to go to a nice solid state. You also want to put some pressure on this whilst it's curing, because it will expand unless you've got something on the top of it that's going to hold it in place. And you'll want to use something that's not going to stick to your Sprue Goo. So I'm using this silicone mat with just some weight on the top there. So the Sprue Goo jar and my Bitsbox World mug. Once that's cured, it does go hard like the other bits of plastic from your models, and you can use just normal plastic glue when gluing these things together. There's a bit of warping to these, and there's quite a bit of flash that needs taking off, but once that's sorted out, you could fill the holes with a bit more Sprue Goo, and also once the flash has been taken away, they look okay. Not amazing, but okay. Good in a fix. And maybe you could use this to get some extra models out of your leftover bits and pieces. Let me know in the comments below if you've used blue stuff before. Share your tips and tricks, and I will see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.